What's up, everybody? It's your boy Melly for another review, and today I'll be talking about my thoughts on a certain film which people were making fun of. Believe, oh my god, this is gonna be bad. It's white, it's blackwashing. You know what film I'm talking about? It's the 2023 film by Walt Disney's The Little Mermaid, which is a live-action remake of the original 1989 and based on the 1837 fairy tale of the same name by, oh boy, how to pronounce his name again? I keep forgetting it. Hans Christian Andersen. Thank you very much. And before we begin, did you subscribe? Did you hit the bell? If so, well, folks, let's see how you handle the comments, because the first racist comment I see is getting a sucker punch banned. I'm not joking. Easy. So yeah, The Little Mermaid was the live action remake based on the 1989 film of the same name, which stars Hale Bailey as Ariel, alongside Jonah Hugh King as Eric, and also we have Javier Bardem as King Triton, and also Melissa McCarthy as the infamous sea witch Ursula. And oh boy, this film was actually quite good. I actually went to the theaters yesterday, and I actually saw it, and it's actually pretty good. Out for a week, it's still making a lot of money. And I'm looking at the Rotten Tomatoes that people's in the audience score 90, critics 6 about low. Was like, I think the people have spoken, as the Ugnaughts will say. I have spoken. Here's mine. I have spoken. Fucktards. So yeah, to get to the buckle, let's talk about the cast, because a lot of you know we already know Hale Bailey as who played the character Ariel, which that's something you know. Zendaya was reported offered the role back in August of 2018, and actually Zendaya is a Latina, so she's like light brown. But I don't know why. What happened? She was offered the role back in August of 2018, but she herself eventually stated that this was just a rumor. Which, oops. Bailey was the first to audition the role, but after Robert Marshall saw her performance, performed Donny Hathaway's 1972 single "Where's the Love" at the 61st annual Grammy Awards. According to Marshall, hundreds of other girls tried out for the part, but she set the bar so high that nobody surpassed it. Wow. We have Jonah Hugh King as Eric, Prince Eric. Which, of course, has been a lot, because there are a lot of people who want to play Eric. You had Asher Angel, Gavin Leverwood, Christian Navarro, Jack Whitehall, and Cameron Cove. Which, damn, that's a lot. Then you have Melissa McCarthy as Ursula the Sea Witch. And this confirms that Ursula is actually King Triton's sister. I think there was a family comic showing the flashback of Triton and Ursula when they were younger, like the time when I remember it because it was when Triton was holding Ursula in his arm when she was a newborn, and they had like a good relationship until the passing of his father, the old king, and they were given gifts. She the shell she wore on her neck, and King Triton being the heir, the Triton. Fortunately, she got greedy and soon tried and banish her and also transform her into what she actually is, a monster. Why she looks like that. She actually was a mermaid until she turned into a monster, what she actually is. And here's something you gotta know. McCarthy was announced to have been cast back in 2019. She described her character as so funny. There's wit. There's manipulation. She has a great broad at the same time. I have to think about what Amor does she put in, and I don't think her mental health is great. Lizzo also auditioned for the role. Yeah, I can't imagine that. No offense, Lizzo, you already had enough cascade with the when you appeared in the Mandalorian. People praising Jet Black, they made fun of you. Me, you were great. This is a bunch of idiots, a bunch of trolls being clowns, literally. They have no career. And we also have Jessica Alexander as Vanessa, who plays Ursula's human alter ego, which she was announced had been cast back in March of 2021. Casey Musgrave was also considered the role. And also we have Javier Bardem as King Triton, as, Ariel's strict father, remember. We also have many. We have also Noma Doomzwene. Sorry I butchered that. As Queen Selena, Eric's adopted mother and the ruler of the Caribbean island kingdom. Which she is a new character in the film because in the animated version, we never see Eric's parents. Like, where are they? Are they dead or what? And here, turns out she's Eric's adopted. And he was found after a shipwreck and made them one of their own, which is actually pretty cool. We also have Art Malik as Sir Grimsby, the Prime Minister of the kingdom, and also Eric's loyal confidant, who acts like a father figure for him. And he's a bit more meat on the bones than in the animated version. He's like skinny, like the Disney's Ichabod Crane skinny, like that. Correction, he looks like Ichabod if he's older. And we have other characters like David Diggs as the voice of Sebastian the Crab, and Jacob Tremblay as Flounder. We also have Aquafina as the voice of Scuttle, a dim-witted Northern Gannet, which is something. The character is portrayed as a female diving bird instead of a male seagull, as in the original animated film, in order to feature the character in underwater scenes. That's why, because diving birds can actually hold their breaths underwater, unlike seagulls, so that's why. And there were others, including, well, that's a lot. When I say a lot, I mean a lot. But before this film took off, there were the controversies, which, oh boy, that's a whole cascade. Which, I have it right here. After the announcement of Bailey as the role of Ariel back in July of 2019, and after the first teaser was released in September 2022, the film gained mixed response from the public for casting an African-American actress as Ariel, who was originally white in the 1989 film. Arguments for the negative response have included that a black mermaid does not adhere to a historical accuracy. Hans Christian Andersen's description of the mermaid is that her skin was as clear and delicate as a rose leaf, and her eyes are as blue as the deep sea. This is his description. This is Hans Andersen's description of a mermaid. And there have been other descriptions of mermaids throughout history before him, so take that with a grain of salt. Whoever said that has to be a white trash idiot who never finished school, period. But continuing. That the adaptation should be as close to the original as possible, and that mermaids cannot be black as they are underwater creatures. Where's the proof, dipshit? Criticisms of casting after the teaser trailer release became viral and elicited hashtag #NotMyAriel. Many media outlets, as well as Lin-Manuel Miranda, the film's producer and lyricist, criticized the negative response and described it as being racist, which I uphold Lin-Manuel's speech because, hey, he's defending Bailey. That's a true fan right there, boys and girls. And continuing. Stuart Heritage of The Guardian argued, the boring spat over Disney trailer makes idiots of all of us. Whether Ariel is black or white. Continuing. Sorry, I had to do something here. Okay, it's clearly a film that should be rightfully be ignored, then forgotten forever, suggesting instead there should be a grotesque scaly mutant as the lead. That sounds like racist bigotry right there, my friend. During an interview in 2019, in August, Bailey said that she doesn't pay attention to the negativity, while Oli Carvajal, who played Ariel in the musical presentation as a part of A Wonderful World Disney, expressed excitement at watching Bailey portray as the character. Jodie Benson, the original voice of Ariel from the 1989 film, praised Bailey, saying, I think that the spirit of the character is what really matters. Brandy Norwood, the first woman of color, the first African American woman, that's the proper term that people call. I think so. That's two ways, but I don't want to get into that barrel right there. To play Cinderella in the 1997 Disney television film of the same name. And Annika Noni Rose, who is the voice of Tiana from Disney's first official African American princess from Princess and the Frog, also praised the casting of Bailey as Ariel. Rachel Zegler, who played Maria in Steven Spielberg's 2021 film version of West Side Story, which I consider that film a masterpiece because it tells more like the life of us Puerto Ricans during the time in New York around the 60s and the 50s right there in the Bronx. Based on The Prey, hey, Spielberg, you're welcome to Puerto Rico to do any movies you want here. You got yourself a golden ticket. But continuing here, which, of course, shit. Also, she will be playing the titular role in Disney's 2024 live-action remake of Snow White as the famed princess, along with Gal Gadot as the Wicked Queen. Which I find quite interesting. Who also voiced her support for Bailey. In February 2023, after another first look of the film was released online, which had some negative reactions, Bailey revealed that she was trying during the film's promotional campaign to ignore the criticism shown by racist trolls on social media and instead focus on the positive of anticipation for the film's release. In a cover story for The Face, Bailey added, I know people are like, it's not about race, but now that I'm here, sorry, people don't understand that when you're black, there's this whole other community. It's so important for us to see ourselves. A poll conducted from July 8th to 10th of 2022 from the Hollywood Reporter Morning Consult found that just less than half of the Americans supported the idea of other groups playing the roles of characters who have been cast as white. When asked thinking about live-action movie remakes of classic cartoons, do you support or oppose actors who are racial and ethnic other groups playing characters who have been white in the past films? 48% answered strongly or somewhat supported. 21% said strongly or somewhat opposed, while 31% either did not know or had no opinion. Sorry. The same poll also found a majority of support of the remake that are as close to the original as possible, including sticking to the race ethnic of each character. As for the music, in 2017 it was announced Alan Menken, who previously scored and co-wrote wrote the songs for the original film, would return as the film's composer to write new songs alongside producer Lin-Manuel Miranda. 3 months later, Mikan stated that he work on the film's music had been put on hold due to Miranda and Mark Platt's schedule for with Mary Poppins Return on May 20th of 2019. McKagan stated that The Little Mermaid would be his next project following the release of the live-action adaptation Aladdin. On July 9th, he and Miranda started working on the new songs for the film on replacing the original film's lyricist, the late Howard Ashman, who I think he passed away during his time. And this film was actually dedicated to the original lyricist. Let me see. If the internet will hold. Okay. No way. He's been dead for a while. He passed away in 1991. So technically, okay. Howard Ashman's work goes. He actually wrote the lyrics along with composer Alan Menken, the musics. He mostly composed other music, including Little Shop of Horror, The Little Mermaid, the original, Beauty and the Beast, Aladdin, which of course Sir Tim Rice took over to write the rest of the song from the latter film after the passing of Ashman back in 1991. Wow. It says here, during The Little Mermaid, Ashman was diagnosed with AIDS, which, oh shit. He continued writing the songs. Peter Cush noted that Ashman was supported by Jeffrey Katzenberg. Disney created a production unit near his home in New York, allowing him to continue working on Beauty and the Beast while undergoing treatment in St. Vincent's Hospital in New York. An early cut of the film screened for Ashman, but he did not live to see its completion. He passed away in St. Vincent's Hospital in 1991 at age 40. Beauty and the Beast was released 8 months later and was dedicated to his memory, featuring the message after the end credits to our friend Howard, who gave a mermaid her voice, a beast his soul, will be forever grateful. Howard Ashman, 1950-1991. Wow. Let me see something here. Okay, explains it. Rest in peace, Howard. If you were still alive today, you might give this film a seal of approval along with your composer friend. But continuing with the music, which, oh boy. Which Miranda felt that he will definitely fall short to Ashman's work, arguing that no one can write like him, which I do agree. On January 16th, 2020, Halle Bailey confirmed that the song Part of Your World from the original film will appear in the remake. On February 10th, 2020, Miranda revealed that he and Menken wrote 4 new songs for the film. On February 19th, 2021, Menken said that the new songs will be a blend of his and Miranda's style. He elaborated that the song will feature some rapping in the veins of Miranda's previous work, as well as a closer style to his usual work. Menken stated that he had updated lyrics to Kiss the Girl and Poor Fortune Soul to reflect modern times. Yeah, I did notice it while I was watching while listening to those 2 music in the theaters, including there was this like salsa dance number. I got knew it was Miranda's touch right there. Only he can do that little trick. But yeah. Here also recall that Miranda was daunted by the prospect of following on the footsteps of the late Howard Ashman, the lyricist who worked with Menken to write the original film songs. On November 24, 2021, an interview with Collider, Miranda talked about his admiration for The Little Mermaid and how Ashman and Menken helped shape his childhood. He said, "Oh man, so much of my work on The Little Mermaid was that wish fulfillment. I actually didn't write any of the new songs for Sebastian the Crab because I love his song so much. I was like, I can't. Nope, not me. I can't do it. I did get the rights for some of other characters in that movie. Every song you love in The Little Mermaid is still in The Little Mermaid. We just found some new moments to musicalize. That's really tricky. Which, of course, damn. On January 20th of 2022, Bailey spoke with Stylecator, saying that she was so emotional while filming the scene for Part of Your World. She said, it was really surreal to film. It was really emotional to me. It was 3 days of intense being all over the place. I was crying the whole time because I was just like, what the heck? We're all connected to that song, and it means a lot to each other. I almost cried in that song, but I managed to hold up. You can't sink this warship down. Oh no. And yeah, but let's check out the Let's check out the box office, shall we? As of May of this year, the Little Mermaid has grossed over $117.5 million in U.S. and Canada, and $68.3 million in other territories for a worldwide gross of $185.8 million. In the US and Canada, The Little Mermaid released alongside The Machine, Kandar, About My Father, and You Hurt My Feelings, projected to gross 120 to 125 million from 4,320 theaters all over its 4-day Memorial Day weekend, which I would agree, I was there yesterday. Excuse me. Let's see. It says here the film made 38 million on its first day, including 10.3 million on the Thursday night preview. It won a debut 95.5 million in the traditional weekend, and estimated 117.5 million over the 4-day frame, topping the box office and making it the 5th highest Memorial Day opening in history. However, outside the US and Canada, opening weekend box office fell short of expectations, grossing 63.8 million worldwide, with just 4 million Chinese market. Deadline Hollywood attributed the latter result in inevitable review bombing on various sites such as IMDb in the US, in Canada, UK, Brazil, Mexico, Allociné in France, and MoviePilot in Germany as responsible for turning audience away from seeing it. In response, IBM and other added warnings to the ratings page for the film. With former readings, our rating mechanism had detected unusual voting activity on this title to preserve the reliability of our rating system. An alternate weighting calculation has been applied. In other words, there's a bunch of racist trolls screwing up the rating system. Yeah. Just to ruin it. As critical response, on Rotten Tomatoes, it has a 68%, with 252 critics. Reviews were positive. An average rating of 6.4 out of 10. Website's consensus reads, with Hale Bailey making a major splash in the title role, Disney's live-action Little Mermaid ranks among the studio's most enjoyable reimaginings. Metacritic uses the weighted average, gave a score of 59 out of 100. Based on 49 critics, indicating a mixed average. And audience surveyed, the cinema's score gave the film an A on the A+ out of F scale, while the poll by PostTrack gave it a average 91% score, with 76 saying the film would definitely recommend. Which I agree. And yeah. This is pretty funny, and look at this. A possible sequel for on April 23rd of 2023, Marshall hinted at a possible there'll be a sequels if the film was successful, which I think it might be mentioning, because the direct-to-home video sequels like Little Mermaid 2, Return to the Sea, and also the Little Mermaid Ariel's beginning, before the first film, so... Okay, and also McCarthy and Bardem also expressed interest in developing the potential spin-off about Ursula and Trident as siblings, which that's a film I want to see. We all want to see about the past between Ursula and King Trident when they were once siblings, but what happened? That was a good question right there. And okay, talking about the movie, I think the one people keep being stupid was the portrayal of Melissa McCarthy's Ursula saying, "Oh my God, why does it look like so dry? Why?" Really, you fuck shits? Have you seen the original? In the original movie, the original Ursula was based on the drag queen Divine. But technically, what are you talking about? And Melissa McCarthy stated that she respected the original character and who was portrayed by the late great Pat Carroll, who was the original voice of Ursula. And also, I did mention her in one of my reviews on Garfield. She was the rock and rolling, motorcycle riding grandma of John Arbuckle. I think she did other films as well. Oh yeah! Now I remember, she was also the wicked aunt from Pound Puppies. And no joke, that's not her acting voice, that's her actual voice. Even when she was doing Ursula, that's her actual voice. And either way, was it ever Pat or Melissa McCarthy? Melissa, you did a good job as portraying Ursula. If Pat was alive, she would give you a seal of approval for that. May she rest in peace. The wicked sea witch. But yeah, folks, and I don't want to spoil everything, but if you want to see the movie, go right ahead. It's actually, I recommend it. As for you racist shitheads, you can dig your own grave. You failed. Mm-mm. I know a lot of people say, "Oh, why you have to make it black?" Really? We're in the 21st century, dipshit. We have the internet. We can look up history and see what actual history is, not whitewashed, sugar-coated bullshit. I love the original. I love this one too, so go fuck up. Go fuck yourself. But as for you, loyal people, enjoy it, love it. There are some films that kind of backfired, but yeah. This one, I don't think it backfired. I think it was actually a good one. It was just the racist trolls that are trying to screw it up. And they failed miserably, as they should. But yeah, folks, I think that'll be it for today. And if you enjoyed the movie, give this video a like. And comment down below, say, "I seen it, I like it." And tell me what's your favorite song. To me, okay, my favorite song has to be "Kiss the Girl," "Poor Fortunate Souls," those two, and "Under the Sea." I'm not gonna mention "Part of the War," but that's actually tearing me up a little bit. Come on. Give a guy a break. But yeah, before I go, remember to subscribe, hit the bell so you miss any of our great content. And I'll see you next time for another classic trailer review. I'm trying to figure out which one. I know a few people liking the Trolls one, so that's kind of cool. One mentioned the art scene, you know, the weird psychedelic scene when they go full... Fuck. What they called it? Not swag is the other one, when Little Diamond pressed the button. One of my commenters mentioned it looks like something from the Beatles' Yellow Submarine, which... Holy shit, I forgot about that. I was thinking about, wait, it looks like Dr. Seuss, but I forgot about the Yellow Submarine, so... Thank you to the commenter who mentioned it. Awesome. And also, she had a portrait photo of a troll, so she's a troll fan, so cool. But yeah, folks, that'll be it for today. Until then, have a great day, stay safe, stay cool. To my loyal subscribers, thank you very much. And let's keep them subscribe points going. And I'll see you next time. Peace out. Now under the sea we go.